I just passed my 50K funded account today trading ES in New York session, and it came down to one trade that made me over $700 today because I needed around 660 I believe to pass the challenge if I wanted to today. That wasn't the reason why I took a $700 trade. It was because these lows up here that you see made me 700 plus. So we passed our trading funded account with that trade I took today. I'm gonna show you exact trade I took, why I took it, and what I'm doing now that I'm funded. If you're new here, I'm documenting real trading journey, no hype, just what this actually looked like, and someone who's like you, who's getting into trading and now making real money. So I passed the funded account. It was a 50K funded account, and going into the day I didn't need a huge trade. It was already green on my account. I just needed one clean trade and not force anything. At first I thought it was gonna be a no trading day because I couldn't really find a good trade to take, right? My goal on regular days is to get between 700 to 900 ish dollars trading 50K account, which I have been doing. My trades I can't show now because once you get funded they reset your account, so those trades don't show no more. So my regular trading day is like 900 $800, and going into the week is $1,500 a week. And I literally started my $50,000 account 9 days ago, January 24th or 5th I believe, and yeah, I passed it in like 9 days. Everything was good. Now let's get into the trade that made it all happen. Alright, so first thing in the morning every single day, like you already know if you've been watching my channel, check the news, and today the news was for 9 a.m. So that means we don't trade from 8:30 to 9:30 because 30 minutes before and after the news comes out. So I took no trade. This trade was around 10, I believe so, or 9:50. And the only reason and how I took this trade was because we can see the market was going to the downside by looking at this 4-hour chart for your daily bias, break of structure, this big fair value gap here that keeps getting respected, right? Everything is going down, so I knew to take a trade to the downside. And then we go to the 1-hour chart, mark your highs and lows just like we did on the 4-hour chart. 30-minute chart, session highs and lows, same thing, right? And then we get this liquidity sweep kind of for the session low for London. That doesn't mean it's gonna be a reversal because our daily bias was to the downside, and so we knew where the market wanted to go for the day. Price came into the area I had already marked. I waited for confirmation, entered, and before anything I wasn't really trying to pass the account on this trade. I was trading my setup, but I knew if I trade today I'm going to pass it because I only needed $600, and knowing my regular days be from $800 to $900, I knew I would pass it today. So we took a trade because we found a good setup, not because we wanted to pass the account. Okay, so let's get into the trade. We see this break of structure here, this EQ that I marked out in the morning. It wasn't really good like that, but I knew my bias and it still gets hit. So after the EQ gets hit, I go for a 1-minute break of structure, which I get here. So after this we trade targeting the previous lows. So my stop loss was here, and then my take profit was these lows here. So targeting these lows made us $700 for today. It was 700 something. I can't really show you now because I don't have the chart no more since they reset your account. So once I was in, I was just patient and watch my trade hit the previous lows, and we passed our account. I got an email within like 5 minutes that I passed my account with my new login. So tomorrow the trade we take, if we do take a trade, is going to be actual money we make. When price moved in my favor, I let it hit target, no over managing. I didn't move take profit to this because there was no point in that. We're taking a 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 trade every single day, and I'm not gonna be greedy and just go for a bigger trade because that's how you lose money. Because sometimes it doesn't even hit the other low and just does a reversal, and if it did that we would have lost money. So there's no point in that. Stay to your rules. This trade ended up being a little over 700, and that's what officially helped me pass my account. Most people blow their accounts trying to rush into the trades, which just don't do it. Chase your setup. If it's clean, take a trade. If you lose, that's fine, but just make sure you was in the right mind taking the trade. Now that I've funded, my focus actually gets smaller. I'm aiming for the same thing I've been aiming, but taking only one trade like I usually was. Still not forcing a trade and stopping once on green. Either I lose, I win, one trade a day. My goal is payouts, not screenshots. So on this channel, you're only gonna see a real thing. I'm not just gonna be bullshitting and posting whatever. At around 1,500 a week, that's roughly around 6K on a funded account, and I will be documenting everything, showing you exactly and whatever I can. My plan is to trade on this account for 1 month because I don't want to get too greedy by another account, because then you're kind of just forcing yourself into a rabbit hole that you don't want to be in yet. If you're trying to get funded, or you already are, subscribe for more documenting trades, the payouts, and the mistakes. This is just the beginning, and also I'm trying to grow this channel out. If you're someone who knows how to edit or make thumbnails, drop your IG in the comment